Hi, this is Amanda. Today I'm with the cast of Never Kiss Your Best Friend, Nakuul Mehta and Anya Singh. How are you guys?
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
It's the second season of Never Kiss Your Best Friend and your
Yes.
second time working together. And obviously, you would have developed some sort of equation with the rest of the cast of the crew as well.
No.
So,
Not at
how
all.
difference, what kind of difference was there between the first season and the second season?
The first season I had a friend. Second season I spoke to nobody.
Really? Why?
Oh yeah. The second I love Amanda's belief.
Yeah.
Um, you want to
First
start?
season I had a friend. Second season I had a damn good friend.
Actually, yeah, because Nakul and Karan have known each other for years.
Yeah. So Karan and I come from the same fraternity. So I've known him for a while. Never worked with him. I think Anya, a lot of them were new. Sarah, she's never worked with. Nor have I. We've known of each other. Nikki Valia was one constant who both of us adore and love, and she was playing her mother again. And we really enjoyed that. We had Mr. Jaaved Jaaferi join the cast, and he's someone all of us have grown up watching, Boogie Boogieing and
Takeshi's Castle.
yeah,
Also.
all of that. Yeah. So the universe is much bigger this time. So पिछली बार मजा आया, इस बार और मजा आया. And there's Sapna also in the show. I sometimes feel.
Yeah.
That. Who's again lovely. It's a wholesome cast.
I think everyone
So,
very well cast in terms of, it's very important key, especially when two people have worked together on a show. Now you're inviting more people to make them comfortable, for you to be comfortable to work with them. I think everyone was very warm on the show, very welcoming, also very approachable, even though they're very experienced actors. तो सब बहुत अच्छे थे और सबकी energy was in sync, which we got lucky with.
Yeah.
So we had a wonderful time shooting with the entire new cast that we have in this entire new world in season 2. And of course, I had my bestie from season 1 and my mother from season 1. So that comfort level was also there for me.
okay. So, Nakul, I have been watching you for so many years, but it was only recently that I found out that you belong to a royal family. You also belong to a military family. And in fact, you are a descendant of Prithviraj Chauhan. Can you tell us more about that? We never knew.
But before that, Amanda, which family do I belong to? Did you check?
I couldn't find anything on you. Your family.
Oh, my family is not doing
She
enough.
belongs to a very loving family, and I will tell you, her grandparents are so gorgeous. So so is her mother actually.
I also belong to a military family.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And not a royal family, but
But she has a royal friend now, so yeah.
But please.
Yeah, I belong from Rajasthan, Jaipur, and people who know that, of course. But I feel as an actor, there's no reason for me to talk about the family lineage or where I come from, because what I do is far more important. Having said that, of course, I take great pride in the fact that my forefathers, fought for the Mewar army. My great grandfather was a commander in chief of Mewar army, Lakshmilal Mehta. And I think slowly we kind of sort of, my dad, then joined the military, and I'm like probably the first person in my family who said, "Hey, I'm just going to go entertain everyone else." So I'm the court jester in the family, whilst everyone else is ruling and like fighting for the good. I'm fighting for tears and happiness and humor.
That's more important. Not more important, but that's equally important.
That's equally important, right?
Yeah.
Rooting you every time I
Okay.
Yeah, you should. Yes.
So my next question was also in relation to that. That I found that you are also not from a filmy family. Both of you are outsiders, as we say.
Really outsiders.
So, yeah. So how was it? What was the reaction of your family the first time you told them that you want to be an actor? Both of you.
No. Straight up. It was a straight no.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this, yeah.
It was a
Tell us
straight.
more about
I think because I'm so far removed from the industry, unko koi idea nahi tha. And us time pe, at least like 7-8 years ago, there was no OTT, there was none of this. And they were very, you had only heard of like casting couch, and you'd only heard of the bad side of the industry, As parents, as my grandparents, they were very unsure.
Oh.
And yeah, and I think it took me a whole year to convince them. And last में मैंने बोला देखो मेरी जिंदगी है, you won't let me do this, my entire life I will blame you, because at least now if I go and I fail, मैंने try तो किया है, पर आप मुझे try भी नहीं करने दे रहे हो. So I think that kind of switched my mother's thought process, where she's like, her entire life now, she's going to hold me responsible for this, so I might as well let her go. And they were very particular. They said, 1 साल देंगे, उस 1 साल में आपको जो करना है आप कर लो, होता है तो हो जाता है, नहीं होता है तो जाके पढ़ाई करो. और टच वुड, गॉड वाज काइंड इनफ कि हो गया
कुछ तो हो रहा है.
Nakul, what's your story?
अरे he's royal family यार. He's royalty.
I wish I had
What
such a
was
dramatic
their
story.
reaction when you told them you want to be a court jester?
I actually, for me, it was more than taking their approval. It was actually like internal, like facing internal self-doubt about. I was academically very bright. I think I still am. And so for me, the internal conflict was do something which you are naturally gifted at, like good at, not gifted, I would say good at. Because that at that point, it felt like it's just natural. Do a business degree, get an MBA, you'll get a great job, maybe be a entrepreneur, or do something which really fascinates you, and do something. I've always been fascinated by stories and human beings, and I thought, what greater medium than to be able to tell stories of human beings to other human beings. So this was a far bigger aspiration and dream, but in my own head, I didn't know if this could be a profession which would pay me bread and butter, jam and cheese, to take care of me and eventually a family I'd find and friends like her. But I think so once I kind of like resolved that conflict, my parents were pretty chill about it. But my inner conflict was the bigger sort of, was the pre-climax of my story.
So if not acting, what were your backup options?
I could still do anything else. It's absolutely like I could just do anything in the world. Like I think I'm just flexible.
I think his dusting skills are really on point.
Very good. I don't think anyone can dust like me. Yeah,
and the way you maro the jhadu na, wo jo
it's pretty good.
वो जो ऐसे वाला action है ना,
it's pretty good.
बहुत अच्छा है.
It's pretty good. So yeah, मतलब मुझे कुछ ना कुछ होता भी नहीं तो आन्या मुझे उसके अपने घर पे काम दे देती, तो मैं आन्या के लिए काम करता हूँ.
What about you, Anya? What were you planning to do if not Bollywood?
I wanted to do a lot of things, Amanda, and I still want to do a lot of things, and I do believe at some point in my life
I will do them.
I will do them. Yes. Just like you, except you come from a royal family, so it's easier. But I wanted to be an astronaut, which now I don't. So that I will not do. Also, uske liye
no wonder you're so spaced out.
बहुत पढ़ाई करनी है. Yeah, so I chose to just be spaced out. I was like, I couldn't be an astronaut. I'll just take that personality type. There are a lot of things I'm passionate about, which I do believe at some point in my life, I will turn towards that path. And
I think Anya also has a penchant for writing. And really? I don't know if she's ever thought of it, but I think, she's playing a writer in the show, but like, I think if she puts her head to it, she could like write a meaningful something.
Yeah. Possibly. There are lots of things, like, I'm sure you want to do a lot of things, and at some point in your life, you'll figure it out and you will.
We're still figuring it out. We're confused.
Yeah. My brief was to be season, so I've taken it very seriously. I have taken it very serious. I'm just confused.
Okay. You two also had a sort of unconventional journey, like people usually do in TV and then they go to OTT or they go to films. But both of you started from films and then you started doing TV and you started doing OTT. So was it a conscious decision that happened there that now I'm going to do this?
For me, no. For me, I enjoy the OTT space a lot, but I'm simultaneously also doing films. So it's not one over the other. It's work at the end of the day. So whether it's here or there, I'm very happy as long as I get to go to work and, fulfill what I enjoy doing.
Nakul?
Storyteller.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Like for me, the platform could be Instagram and I'd read poetry to you. It could be Twitter and I'd write threads for you. If you were my wife, I would write love letters to you. If I was on television, I would make you believe I'm the best lover. If there's OTT, I'd do whatever, depending on the amount of money you'll pay me. If it was film, I actually don't have time for that right now.
Oh,
I'm very busy. But yeah, I think we're eventually creative people. And I think, to be honest, even like to be able to tell a story or to tell something on Instagram, even on a reel, sometimes like we joke about it. is also
An art.
An art.
I don't have that.
No, I don't think. I think you've blocked your mind to it.
Possibly.
It's really wanting to convey who authentically you are. And there are times you do it. And I think it's about tapping that inner self. So now the platforms, no more theater or Instagram.
Correct.
All of it is, you either can engage an audience or you may not be as good, right? It's about engaging an audience. That's what our jobs are eventually, I think.
I feel like I'm in the not that good category there on social media.
कोई नहीं, interesting का job मिल जाएगा तुम्हें मेरा.
Jaaved also said in a recent interview that about the sob stories on reality TV and that they sound fake nowadays as compared to when he did Boogie Woogie. And you have also hosted a reality show.
Wow.
So what do you have to say about that?
Personally, I'm not a fan of reality shows at all, and hence I've never participated in one. It made me rich very fast, but I chose not to. I don't enjoy making it. I don't enjoy watching it. Hosting is different because I get to be myself. But I also have chosen not to align myself to any of these because I feel अगर fiction ही करना है तो फिर जो मैं वो करता हूँ वो तो fiction ही होता है ना. But part real, part fiction मुझे वो समझ नहीं आता है. And to sort of derive emotions out of people, out of their helplessness or their sob story, and to push that, personally I feel is a bit ruthless. I mean that's the business, but I'm not a fan of it. So I'm not a viewer of any of these reality shows. Not anymore. I mean, I've seen some Indian Idols back in the day and enjoyed it, but nothing now.
Have you ever been in a situation like Tani?
I've never been in a situation like Tani. My guy best friends have been my guy best friends, and neither of us have ever crossed that.
What about your girl best friends? Has that translated?
Very often, all the time.
Has that translated
all the
other
time?
things?
Yeah, all the time.
And how does that make you feel?
Great. But my guy best friends have just remained my guy best friends.
The thing with Sumer and Tani is that they see each other after so many years and then they're back to being best friends. That happened in season 1 also, and that happened in season 2 as well. They are meeting each other after so many years, and after initial differences, they become friends again. So, Nakuul, you have grown up with your wife. And you would, I think you have been dating since you were 16 or 17.
Yeah.
So,
she was 16, I was 18.
Yeah. So how does that work? How does it feel knowing someone for so many years and growing up with that and being in a partnership with them?
I actually often tell her that, hey man, why did I not know you for the first 16 years of your life? Because I don't remember a life now before her. And it would have been so amazing if I'd found her earlier. Like, shit, what was I doing for the first 16 years, man?
This is the kind of guy best friend you need. This is the kind of husband you need.
But it's beautiful because you've shared so much. She's been with me at a time when both of us knew what we wanted to do, but had no clear direction, had ambition. Then it came to a point where both of us found our callings, came to a point where both of us found roadblocks. I had massive obstacles, setbacks, failures. She stood by me all through that. And she sort of really bet on a dark horse. Not dark horse, but dark horse, like underdog. You'd understand that. And I think everything I'm able to do today is because of the trust and faith she has always put in me. And I feel that gives me the wings to go and do whatever I do. Yeah, to fly. Yeah, it's beautiful. You must try it.
Such an amazing cast. Like when I was watching the trailer and I just saw, okay, there is Karanwai also, okay, there is Sara also, and there is Sapna also, and there is Jaaved also.
Nice.
So, what was the vibe? Yeah, what was the vibe while filming? Because all of you were filming in London and all of you were staying together. So, did you visit a lot of places? How was it off the sets?
हम लोग हंस रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारा स्केड्यूल इतना टाइट था, हमें वक्त नहीं मिला चिल करने का.
We visited our hotel a lot.
And the journey from sets to hotel was brilliant because Anya would be passed out.
Never, not once. I never slept.
And then coming back,
I never slept.
Oh, you were listening to music.
Always.
Sometimes listening to music. Mornings, we would play different music. She would play very, very music which messes with my head, and I'd play very calming music which would put her to sleep. But we had a great time. We actually hung out a lot in between shots, in between the things. I think one or twice we went out. I remember at least twice. Yeah. I know we went out and we had a mad time. All of us were young and youthful, and there was Nikki who was even younger than us. and I had a great time. And London is such a beautiful and sort of liberating place, right? Like you don't. Also, I think there's something about shooting outside Bombay and shooting in.
It was Christmas time. It was lovely. Also, I actually wish that all of us had more scenes together. All together.
You had a lot of scenes.
No, all of us together. Yeah. We had like 3 scenes where all of us are there together.
Not even 3. Yeah, that's
maybe not even. So I actually wish that all of us got to hang a lot more, but unfortunately, we had more individual scenes with the other characters, It
was still fun. I think the off-camera,
but that was the only time we really got with each other. Like he said, like between takes and stuff like that.
But that's when you have fun anyway. Like on camera, you're literally like you're on your lines, I'm on my lines, and we're like feeding.
Yeah, obviously on camera, how can you have fun because someone else is writing the lines? I can't chat with you then.
But
and he went to college.
Okay, so one very small question. I can't ask this to Nakuul because he hasn't been single in forever. Anya, have you ever tried dating apps? And what was your experience of doing it? Or
dating apps? Dating apps? Never. Have I wanted to? Yes. Have I ever? No.
आपने इसका चेहरा देखा है? आपको लगता है इस चेहरे को किसी ऐप की जरूरत है? इस ऐप की या इस ऐप की कोई जरूरत नहीं होने. I think the dating app will not register her. There's an inherent issue with her.
What?
That they will not identify with her. They will say तुम्हारी जो music choices और taste है ना ऐसा कोई match नहीं मिलेगा. तुम जाओ, तुम खुद ढूंढ लो. तो मुश्किल है इनके लिए. मैं ढूंढूंगा पर कोशिश है.
So it was lovely talking to you guys. Good luck for this. It's coming.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda.
Enjoy your day. Smile a lot more.